Welcome to 2K TV. I'm Alexis Morgan.
And I'm Chris Manning.
Recently, 2K hosted the 2K20 launch party, and let me tell you, there were some celebs there.
Yeah, everywhere you looked, you had influencers. You look over in the other corner and you see Kevin Durant, all the way to the cover athlete Anthony Davis. 2K fans were celebrating the launch of NBA 2K20.
I mean,
Bro, you got this. You know it.
The city of Charlotte, North Carolina is the setting for our broadcast tonight. And isn't the view magnificent? Welcome, folks, to what promises to be a great Tuesday night of the NBA on 2K's. DA, take it away.
Well, Damian Lillard is not just the best player on the Blazers.
I like that story, David, and a good attitude. Great job. Thank you so much. And a look now at the Hornets' upcoming schedule. On Thursday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul and the Oklahoma City Thunder. And then on Saturday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Adams, and it's Hezonja in at the 3. And for the Hornets, Washington out there with Hernan Gomez. Then there's Batum. Then there's Brown. And it's Rozier in at the point guard. And, Brent, both teams really want this win. Playoff implications are at stake.
This is going to be an interesting night to see who it is that stands up, Kevin, and who it is that realizes the imperative nature of this game for their playoff chances. This could have some seeding implications as well.
And the players know it well, too, don't they?
The players know it well, and the veteran players and the players who have that experience and that hunger to get back there, they're letting the other guys know that tonight, let's lock in and tune it up.
And now here's Rozier, the fast break chance.
Well, you can tell he knows the game. Shea, with great feel, finds the open man.
Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Brown. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Adams, some nice D. Hezonja on the wing. Offensive rebound. Adams trying to free himself up. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
Such a big body down there. Nurkic battling.
Brown against McCollum. Jay kicks to Batum. Back to Jay. And count it from 19 feet away.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Here's McCollum. And the shot is long.
Yeah, not really much of a flow offensively yet. Only 1 of 4 from the field.
Jay passes to Batum. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Here's Jay. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist.
Scouts questioned his desire in college as to how hard he played. Jay showing that he's got the fire here in this one.
Pass to Nurkic. And he uses the glass on the layup. Nurkic has got his second bucket of the night.
Working his way for a high percentage look. That's just smart basketball.
And that's a painted possession right there, a masterpiece, especially when the defense is not a factor.
Rozier the pass to Washington. Here's Hernan Gomez, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Well, beating everybody to the ball, Willie doesn't always get his number called, so he's got to put in the extra work and find these efforts on the offensive glass.
High post, Nurkic. Here's Hezonja. The Hornets pull it in. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Yeah, you could see they were pressing in that one, and the shooting percentages dipped because of it.
Yeah, I'll say anytime you're having trouble getting over that 40% field goal mark, it's probably not going to be your night.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Biombo is checked in for Hernan Gomez. Williams comes in for Washington. Miles Bridges, he's checked in for Nicholas Batum. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Terry Rozier. Portland also making some changes. Whiteside's checked in for Nurkic. Zach Collins comes in for Adams. And Hood subbed in for Hazonia.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball. And the game plan against the Blazers, the last few postseasons has been trapping Lillard and McCollum and forcing someone else to beat them.
Yeah, and you wonder if this is an opportunity for Zach Collins to really step into his own, along with Nurkic, who last year was injured during the playoffs, so that there can be some points and contributions coming from your power forward and center position. That'll ease some pressure on your backcourt.
Just 5 on the clock. Rubio finds Brown. And poor shot selection there. Not a high percentage look for him. And it's McCollum in the corner. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Hornets leading by 3. Here's Brown. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. And that's now 6 points for Che.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Knocked loose. It's stolen by Brown. The finish. And Che throws it down.
Well, that basket started with the steal from Che.
29 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Rubio against Lillard. Hood trying to break free. He doesn't hit that one. Good D by Rubio. Here's Brown. And the rejection by Collins.
Terrific instincts defensively as Zach Collins able to reach over and get that one.
Here's Lillard. And it falls over the rim and in. Lillard's got his 3rd basket of the night.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight, Kevin. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
And so it's Che making things happen for Charlotte.
Here we go now.
Great team play, so key to winning. Damian Lillard broke down the keys.
Be a star in your role. You know, I think it's one thing to say, let's be consistent, let's play hard, let's do all of these things. And I think as competitors, as professional athletes, we're going to play hard. You're going to be competitive because we're competitors. We don't make it to this level for no reason. But I think at this level, you also have egos.
Knowing your role. A whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. Portland also making some changes. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Whiteside. Adams comes in for Pau Gasol. And Mario Hazonia subbed in for Rodney Hood. Passes it to Che. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And Che getting smacked around on the inside, brushing it off. That was tough.
And one of those little spark plug guys, Terry Rozier, plays the game with Greg, I think, a chip on his shoulder.
I mean, the story goes, as a kid, when his temper flared, his mother would have to sit on him until he cooled down. He's learned to channel that fire and emotion into his game.
On the floor for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Steven Adams is out there with Hazonia. And it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Che in the last game against the Lakers was driven. He contributed 31 points, and along with what he did on offense, he had a big defensive night as well. It was another strong showing for him in what has quickly become a habit. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. It looked like Greg, he could do anything he wanted to out there, playing with no fear.
Right. Terrific momentum coming into this game. We'll see if he can continue it.
No reason to settle. Just keep getting to his money spots.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
He's hit his free throws at a pretty good clip this year, 77%.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Collins is checked in, and that one misses.
Now, the great thing about the NBA is that you can prove yourself on a nightly basis. Che's stock fell staying 4 years in college. A lot of analytics guys don't like the fact that as you get older, you maybe don't have the chance to reach a higher ceiling, but he's performed since he's entered the league.
To the middle. Here's Washington. Nails the baby hook. And the Hornets lead by 5.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Lillard against Rozier. Lillard, the pass to Adams, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
They did a better job of getting it inside in that first. They've lost some of that physical edge here.
Well, that's a guy out there in Steven Adams that you just have to pay attention to. Every night he's going to bang around the opposing big guys and be a threat around the rim to score and pick up offensive rebounds.
And the Hornets making a change here. Murray's checked in.
Well, Adams has his struggles at the free throw line, but he's making strides in that area and still has work to do.
The Hornets have started out 0 of 1 from the line, missing their only other attempt earlier. That one is no good.
Well, his body control is phenomenal, and his ability to get to the line has always been impressive. That's a huge part of his game.
Three-pointer, Lillard. The Trailblazers with the new shot clock. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Good on that shot, and with that, the Hornet lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Collins. Washington, that's good.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Hernan Gomez has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
That is the perfect technique to rebound. I mean, he shields his man, kept him behind, and then he's off to the races.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Hornets ahead, up by 3. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Terry Stotts. Coach, it's a hard game so far. Going into the second half, what will you tell your team?
We just got to compete. You know, keep competing, trust each other, and make plays.
All right, Coach, thanks for your time. Back to
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. While you look at Shea in this game, he has been everywhere.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters, just disrupting everything.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he wanted to do out there. Everyone he guarded looked uncomfortable.
We've got Terry Rozier. Washington out there with Hernan Gomez. Then there's Batum, and it's Brown in at the 2. So that's the Hornets 5. You know, officials try to be as objective as possible, Brent. It does sometimes feel like we get superstar calls there, correct?
I think there's absolutely superstar calls, Kevin. And, you know, the purist in me wants the referees to keep it fair. But understanding that the game is entertainment and understanding what it takes to be that level of player, every now and then seeing a guy like James Harden getting a few more free throws or watching Giannis find his way to the line a few more times, I shrug my shoulders and I say, yeah, I actually kind of get it.
Yeah, good examples. Biyombo is checked in for Hernan Gomez. Brown kicks to Biyombo. Pass to Rozier. Here's Shea. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Now it's a 7-point Hornets lead.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Lillard attacking. Hornets with the rebound.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
The Hornets have shot 1 of 3 from the line tonight, missing 2 earlier on.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Williams, he's checked in for Washington. Bridges comes in for Nicholas Batum. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Rozier. Portland also making some changes. Whiteside's checked in for Nurkic. Saul comes in for Steven Adams. And Hood subbed in for Mario Hezonja. McCollum against Brown. Inside, Bridges. Good, and the assist goes to Shea. Bridges has got 5 points so far.
Well, the talk at halftime must have been a good one. Right now, 3 straight buckets to start the quarter.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Charlotte's had to wait a bit the last few years. Now, the city hosted the All-Star game last season. But for the Hornets, they've gone 3 seasons without a playoff appearance and 15 seasons without winning a playoff series. At that time, the franchise has had 7 head coaches and a shifting front office. Buzz City is hoping that its wait for playoff relevance will end soon. Kevin?
We all are. David, thank you. That free throw good from Brown. And both free throws good for Che. Brent, a few players now host podcasts, participate with those elements, with those vehicles during the season. Any thoughts on that?
I think it's great. I think it's fantastic for our fan base and for our players to have an outlet, to have conversations and share a little bit more about their personality. It grows them as people, I think, Kevin, especially I've listened to J.J. Redick's many times over,
yes.
And you learn something new, not only about players, but about their interests and how they're spending time. And I think if you were a young player, let's say you were a high school senior and you're a college player and you're listening to some of the things that guys are talking about in their experiences, I think it's invaluable for what it is that you don't know exists around a player in the NBA, and for you to start having considerations about how difficult the task is, how mentally taxing. So these things.
Charlotte, they had made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game. And that one falls for Ricky Rubio.
And, you know, for all the talk about Rubio's passing, I think one thing that gets overlooked is his defense. Both his on the ball and defensive rebounding are very strong for the point guard position.
Lillard against Rubio. Now, here's Lillard. He's got 20. Shot clock at 3. That shot off the mark.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. And we'll be back with you shortly. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, Greg, is peripheral vision.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this 4th quarter. On the floor for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Hazonia is out there with Adams, and it's Nurkic in at the 5.
Back when I first saw him in Summer League, one of the things that I liked about Che is that he invites the contact, does not shy away from those kind of plays.
Trailblazers trail by 12. Here's Lillard. Hand stolen by Che. Rubio with a wide open look. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his 6th assist on the night. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Detroit, where they'll face the Pistons. And that will be game 3 of 6 played away from home.
I don't know. I'm getting the feeling as this game moves on, he's getting stronger.
And Adams sends it back.
Well, he can be intimidating. Steven Adams, such a big frame down there, and great timing on that block.
And it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. Shea left side. Hernan Gomez trying to break free. And it's Brown missing. Trailblazers trail by 12. McCollum finds Hazonia. To the paint. Here's Nurkic. Over Jay. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him. And so, Brent, you and I know the legend of Nurkic. Back in Bosnia, a sports agent read an article about a huge policeman, 7 foot, 400 pounds, and this agent tracked down this policeman and asked him, do you have a son?
Well, that son is Jusuf Nurkic, the guy you're seeing out there. And 14 years of age, Jusuf Nurkic had never played the game of basketball. So the agent took him under the wing, and the rest pretty much history here, Kevin.
I like that story. And last season, a rare 5-by-5 game achieved by Jusuf Nurkic. 24 points, 23 rebounds, 7 assists, 5 steals, Greg, and 5 blocks in a game against the Kings.
And how about the only player ever to log a 20, 25, and 5 game? The Bosnian Beast making a name for himself.
Trailblazers trail by 11. McCollum outside, out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
Yeah, the body language right now is not looking good for this basketball team. The game might be out of reach, but they have to avoid mistakes like that.
Brown feeling it out a bit over McCollum.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
Hazanya's shot is off.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Yep, that one goes in there. And that's now 29 points for Che.
Yeah, you just cannot have any fear once you commit to taking it to the hoop. Che showing some guts.
Lillard against Brown. Lillard, right side. That shot off. And the Hornets now going the other way. Che passes to Batum. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Good on that shot. And with that, the Hornet lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Nurkic. And the Hornets call time here. Talent coming from everywhere these days, Brent, including the developmental league. The G League has done a wonderful job of watching players develop there and then vaulting them up to the big league.
And I think last year, Kevin, the numbers were that more than half the players in the NBA had spent some time in the G League. You want to talk about that league coming a long way?
What an impact.
Massive. And what you're seeing, too, over the past few years, Kevin, is people doing a great job of using the G League a lot better. Not just experimenting and lab ratting what that team is about, but really well thought out player development and stints for guys on their team rather than just practicing and traveling and sitting and watching games. You're watching guys go play a game in the afternoon and then coming up to the NBA level and participating in an NBA game that night. You know, that's going to go a long way to make guys in the early part of their career take the necessary strides and a lot quicker than they normally would.
This two-way contract has been a wonderful addition.
Except if you talk to their agents, Kevin. Yes, it's been very good for the control of an organization to find that kind of talent.
They get it back. Hernan Gomez somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. And the Hornets lead by 13. Trailblazers have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Lillard from outside drains it from beyond the arc. Lillard's got 6 points in the quarter.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Trailblazers trail by 13. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. From the arc, Trailblazers keep it alive. It's McCollum on the wing. Rozier defending.
And it's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
and this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Hornets.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And this will make it 41 victories for them on the year.
No doubt they came in very motivated to win this one and finish the season series at a game apiece.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jay.
Just active on defense, little things like clawing and scrapping and tipping passes and contesting shots. Came up with a lot of steals. No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
And Adams sends it back, and he's able to get it back. Batum dishes to Che. Inside, here's Hernan Gomez.
Competing in the painted area, really not shying away from the contact, and now he'll will his way to the free throw line.
At the line for your Hornets, shooting two, Willie Hernan Gomez.
Free throw good, Hernan Gomez. And so he hits both.
A second-round pick who relies on instincts and a little bit of size. Hernan Gomez, actually a pretty good free throw shooter.
Here's Simons. From the corner. That one wide left. Shea with it. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you later.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Time now to catch up with our special postgame guest.
Hey, this is Kenny, man. You've been pretty much unstoppable with the last few games. What's the difference over this stretch?
Oh, man, the difference is got to be the fans. So many people encourage me on a daily basis. They send me inspirations. Now, I know a lot of players out there say they ignore stuff said about them on social, but now let's be real. How do you not see that? I've gotten a lot of love over this last stretch. People excited, you know, they see me. It's a good thing.
Okay.
They just want to be a part of it.
Okay, I like that. Keeping it real.
And, folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always our pleasure, although sometimes it's yours. For Kenny the Jet and Shaquille, Ernie Johnson, have a great night.
Hornets? Born ready, Hank. Yeah, right there with you, buddy. Now, at this point in the season, you pretty much know.
Jay.
Hey, what up?
All right, I have a huge opportunity for my favorite client.
Why does this guy have a big smile on his face? You see that?
I do see it, and I feel it, and I'm with it, and I'm excited too.
I have something really fun planned for you. It's to help promote Gatorade.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, do you trust me?
Long answer, yes. Short answer, no.
I heard a yes in there somewhere. Come on.
Did you put him up to this?
No, what Levi is dead set on this being a surprise. I want to tell you like a normal person.
Where is your sense of drama? It has to be a surprise.
See?
Okay, fine.
Oh, that's my man.
Surprise it is.
Where are we going?
All I'll say is
Don't worry about
strap in.
Let's go.
Strap in?
Yep.
It's great, isn't it?
I hate you, man.
What?
I said I hate you.
No, that's just the fear talking.
No, it's not. I seriously hate you. Reese, is this safe?
Well, define safe.
That's not really reassuring.
Okay, yeah, it's safe, 100%.
You just tell me that so I can jump.
Yes, jump.
You can pull out at any time, all right? Just remember that. You don't have to do this.
I don't know about this, guys.
No, if you want, we got this stunt double right here, and he's ready to go. He's ready to jump.
Why does he look just like me?
That's showbiz, honey. We got to protect the stars.
Right? Pretty cool, right?
Yeah. Do you want to jump or not? Because we got to go.
All right, I'll do it.
That's my man. Fearless.
So what I do, just jump and hold the Gatorade bottle?
Yep.
Yeah, and jump with the bottle.
Okay, cool, I can do that. Let's do it.
Don't forget, mug to the camera on the way down.
Smile to the camera.
All right,
Show
smile.
your
Just keep
teeth.
looking at the camera.
Show my teeth.
Remember,
Yeah, you
right
got it.
parachute,
Okay.
left is the direction.
All right,
Okay, you ready?
okay, let's do it,
Okay,
yeah.
here we go. 1, 2, 3.
This was for
jump.
my woadies.